Sometimes in life, you feel stuck. You feel like nothing is working. You keep applying for jobs, sending CVs, facing rejection after rejection. And your heart starts whispering, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not worthy, maybe God forgot about me. But listen to me carefully. God has not forgotten you. You are not being rejected, you are being redirected. Every closed door is not a punishment. It is protection, it is preparation, it is positioning. You see, sometimes God will stop you from getting a job because He wants to give you a calling. Sometimes He blocks an income because He wants to give you increase. Sometimes He delays opportunities because He wants to build your capacity. When you think small, God thinks big. When you think job, God thinks purpose. When you think salary, God thinks destiny. When you think survival, God thinks overflow. Maybe the reason your plans are not working is because God is better than what you prayed for. Maybe He doesn't want you to work for someone else. Maybe He wants you to become a creator, a builder, an entrepreneur, a voice, a solution. You're asking for enough, but God is preparing more than enough. You're asking for a job, but God is preparing a journey. You're asking for stability, but God is preparing success. You're asking for a door, but God is preparing a destiny. So if life feels slow, if things aren't moving, if people are doubting you, if nothing seems to make sense, relax. You're not losing. You are being lifted. The weight delay is not wasted. You are being shaped, stretched, strengthened, sharpened for something bigger than a job, something bigger than a position, something bigger than a paycheck. There is a plan over your life that you haven't even imagined yet, a season you haven't entered yet, a blessing your hands aren't even big enough to hold yet. And when God finally reveals it to you, you will look back and say, now I understand why those jobs didn't work. God always had something greater for me. So don't be discouraged. Don't lower your dreams. Don't settle, because you're not jobless. You're being prepared, and you're not rejected. You're being protected, and you're not stuck. You're being set up for something divine. Don't rhythm look for Joby. Look for God's direction. His plan is bigger, better, and perfectly timed. There will be seasons in your life where everything feels silent. Your prayers feel unanswered. Your efforts feel unseen. Your dreams feel delayed. You start asking yourself, why is nothing working for me? Why am I not getting hired? Am I being left behind? But what you don't realize is God is working behind the scenes. Even when it looks like nothing is moving, you see, God is not preparing the blessing only, He is also preparing you, because if God gives you something too early, you won't be able to carry it. You won't be able to handle it. You won't be able to keep it. So He takes His time. He builds your character. He grows your patience. He strengthens your faith. He removes the wrong people. He closes the wrong paths. And then, instantly, He takes you exactly where you need to be. Sometimes God will take you through a season where you depend on Him alone, because the blessing He's preparing requires a stronger, wiser, more confident version of you. Job rejection doesn't mean your story is over. It means the story is being rewritten to something better. People may ignore you, companies may overlook you, but God never does. He sees your tears, He hears your prayers, He knows your heart, and He knows exactly what He's preparing you for. Remember, Joseph didn't go straight to the palace. He went through a pit and a prison first, because the palace requires a stronger man. The blessing requires a prepared soul. David didn't become king the day he was anointed. He had to fight lions, bears, and giants, because the throne requires courage. Your next level requires growth. So if your life feels challenging right now, good. It means God is preparing you for something greater than you expected. If jobs closed on you, if interviews didn't work, if opportunities disappeared, it's not because you're not worthy. It's because they were too small for the purpose God has written for you. You're not meant for just a job. You're meant for impact. You're meant for ownership. You're meant for leadership. You're meant for purpose. There are blessings with your name on them, doors designed only for you, a pathway that no one else can walk except you. And God is saying, stop worrying about what you lost. I'm preparing what you're about to gain. So lift your head, hold your faith, keep your heart strong. Your breakthrough is not far. Your season is not over. You won't work for man. You will walk in God's mission, because His plan is always bigger than your job search. There will come a moment in your life when everything begins to make sense. But before that moment, you have to walk through confusion, pressure, and silence. God often hides His biggest blessings in seasons that feel the hardest, because pressure grows you, waiting matures you, silence strengthens you. If God gave you everything instantly, you would never discover who you truly are. You would never grow the patience, wisdom, and inner strength required to handle the next level. Sometimes God allows you to feel empty so He can fill you with something new. He allows certain paths to collapse so He can build a better one. He allows certain people to leave so He can bring the right ones. And sometimes God stops you from getting a job because He is preparing you to create jobs. Yes. What if you're not meant to work under someone? What if you're meant to lead? To build something that will bless others. To rise higher than your family has ever risen. To break cycles, to set a new standard. Your struggle is not random. Your delay is not a mistake. Your pain has purpose. You may not see it yet, but God sees the full picture. The same God who kept you alive through every storm will guide you through this season too. Remember this, God doesn't bless you at your timing. He blesses you at your readiness. He doesn't give based on your calendar. He gives based on your capacity. Right now, God might be enlarging your faith, sharpening your gifts, expanding your understanding, because the blessing He is preparing is bigger than what you're imagining. You are not being delayed, you are being prepared. You are not being rejected, you are being redirected. You are not failing, you are forming into the person God destined you to be. And one day, everything will fall into place so beautifully, you will say, God, now I see it. This is why it took time. This is why those doors closed. Your plan was greater, so don't fear the unknown. Don't panic because things look slow. Don't limit your future to a job title. God's plan for you is to rise, to grow, to impact, to shine, to lead, to inspire. Not just to survive, but to thrive. But a job is temporary. But God's calling is eternal. Hold on. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. There are moments when life feels unfair. When you see others getting opportunities, others getting jobs, others moving forward, and you're still in the same place. But listen carefully, you are not behind. You are being built. God is not delaying you. He is developing you. Every prayer you prayed, Every tear you cried, every night you struggled, none of it was wasted. Your delay is not a punishment, it is protection. It is preparation. It is positioning. You're not waiting for a job. God is waiting for the right moment to release the blessing that will elevate your entire life. You see, God's plan requires perfect timing. He knows which door will bless you and which door will break you. He knows which company will value you and which one will drain your soul. He knows which path will grow you and which one will limit you. Sometimes God will block an opportunity because it's too small for the destiny He's written for you. You're asking for a chair at the table while God is preparing you to build your own table. You're asking to work for someone while God is shaping you to lead many. You're asking for stability while God is preparing to give you overflow. And here's the truth you must hold on to. God doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you're meant for. And what you're meant for is bigger than a job, bigger than a salary, bigger than a monthly paycheck, bigger than the expectations people placed on you. You carry a calling. You carry fire. You carry purpose. You carry something heaven designed. That's why you don't fit everywhere. That's why not every door opens. That's why not every company chooses you. That's why you feel different, unusual, set apart. Because you are set apart. God marked you for something uncommon, something higher, something powerful. Your journey may be slower, but the glory coming is greater. Your path may be harder, but the destination is higher. Your season may feel dry, but the rain coming will be overwhelming. I get rid of them all. The blessing you're praying for is already written in your story. You just haven't reached that chapter yet. And when you finally step into it, you will realize that God didn't withhold anything from you. He was saving the best for you. So don't be discouraged by the waiting. Don't let rejection kill your confidence. Don't allow silence to shake your faith. Your time is coming. Your season is near. Your purpose is unfolding. And when it arrives, it will be bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than anything you imagined. Don't look for a job. Look for God's guidance. Because His plan is 1,000 times greater than anything you are chasing right now. There is a reason your journey looks different from others. A reason your path is slower, your battles are heavier, your nights are longer, and your waiting season feels endless. It's because God is not preparing you for something normal. He is preparing you for something extraordinary. God's plan for your life cannot be rushed. It can't be forced. It can't be compared. Where others take steps, you will take leaps. Where others climb, you will rise. Where others settle, you will soar. But before the elevation, there must be transformation. Before the blessing, there must be preparation. Before the breakthrough, there must be development. So God takes His time with you because the future He has for you is not ordinary. You may feel like things are falling apart, but heaven sees something different. Heaven sees things falling into place. The reason the job didn't work out is because God is shaping you for a role that has not even been created yet. The reason doors close is because He's building a door that opens into your destiny. The reason you feel uncomfortable is because you are outgrowing the life you once prayed for. You are not stuck. You are evolving. You are not behind. You are being prepared, not forgotten. You are being focused. Do not mistake a silent season for an empty season. God does His greatest work in silence. He builds your strength quietly. He grows your patience slowly. He sharpens your character gently. He forms your purpose privately. And when the time is right, when your heart is ready, your mind is strong, your spirit is steady, God will release a blessing so big that every delay will make sense. Every rejection will look small. Every prayer will be answered. Every tear will be replaced with joy. Every waiting season will turn into a winning season. So hold on, keep believing, keep trusting, keep walking. Because the blessing you're waiting for is not just a job, it is a testimony, a turning point, a season shift, a divine setup, a new chapter. God didn't bring you this far to let you fail. He brought you this far to reveal the greatness inside you. Don't look for a job. Look for God's hand, because where He is leading you is far bigger than what you're applying for. There comes a point in life where you feel like everything is stuck. You try, but nothing moves. You apply, but nothing opens. You pray, but nothing changes. And you start thinking, maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not chosen by. But my friend, listen carefully. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. God hasn't abandoned you. He is orchestrating something for you that you can't see yet. Sometimes God will close the smaller doors because He's preparing you for the bigger ones. He will block the job because He's preparing a calling. He will delay the opportunity because He's preparing your destiny. He will slow your journey because He's strengthening your character. When it seems like God is silent, that's when He's working the most. He is removing wrong relationships, disconnecting you from wrong environments, and pulling you away from places that cannot handle your future. You are not meant for a life that limits you. You are meant for a life that lifts you. When others settle, you won't. When others stop, you will rise. When others accept less, you will step into more odds. Because God didn't create you to fit into someone else's dream. He created you to walk in the purpose He designed for you. Maybe God is not giving you a job because He wants you to build something. Maybe He's not connecting you with a company because He wants you to create your own. Maybe He's not letting you work under someone because He wants you to lead. Your delay is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of destiny. Every struggle you faced is shaping you. Every battle you fought is preparing you. Every rejection you experienced is protecting you. The blessing you're waiting for is not simple. It's strategic. And when God finally reveals it, when everything aligns, when your season shifts, you will look back and say, God, thank you for not giving me what I wanted. You were preparing what I truly needed. And so stop worrying about the job you didn't get. Stop stressing about the opportunity that slipped away. Stop doubting yourself because of the delays. What God has written for you is coming, and nothing can stop it. Don't look for a job. Look for God's direction, because His plan for you is bigger than any job you could ever apply for. There are moments in life where everything seems to slow down, not because you failed, but because God is shifting you. You're not moving backward. You're being repositioned. You're not losing opportunities. You're being aligned with the right ones. Sometimes God will let every door stay closed so you stop chasing what was never meant for you. He allows rejection to protect you, delays to grow you, and silence to strengthen you. You wanted a job, but God wants to give you a future. You wanted a salary, but God wants to give you stability. You wanted a chance, but God wants to give you influence. God that doesn't think in months and paychecks. He thinks in purpose and destiny. Maybe God didn't give you the job because He sees leadership in you. Maybe He allowed the no because your next season requires a yes. From heaven, not from people. You're not made for ordinary. You're made for impact. People around you might not understand your journey because God didn't show them the vision He gave you. They see you're waiting, but they don't see what God is preparing. They see the delay, but God sees the development. They see you standing still, but God sees you rising soon. The wilderness always comes before the promised land. Preparation always comes before purpose. Tests always come before testimony. And that's exactly where you are. The season before the breakthrough. Don't panic. Don't rush. Don't compare your journey. Because when God steps in, He will do in one moment what years of effort could never do. He will open the right door, send the right people, release the right opportunities, and guide you into the place. He always prepared for you. Your job isn't to chase blessings. Your job is to trust the one who controls them. You don't need to search desperately because what's yours will find you. What's written for you will reach you. What's meant for you will never miss you. So breathe, relax your heart, strengthen your faith. Don't look for a job, look for God's hand. Because His plan is far bigger, far brighter, and far better than anything you are waiting for right now. So when life feels slow, when doors stay closed, when opportunities don't show up, don't lose faith, don't lose hope, and don't lose heart. Because God is not punishing you. He is preparing you. He is shaping your future, aligning your steps, building your strength, and guiding your destiny. And one day soon, you will step into a blessing so perfect. You will look back and say, this is why God didn't give me what I wanted. He was saving something far greater. But your story is not ending. It's just beginning. Your season is not over. It's shifting. Your breakthrough is not far. It's on the way. Walk with confidence. Move with faith. Stand with courage. Because the God who made you has already prepared a place for you that is bigger, brighter, and far better than any job you could ever imagine. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. And trust that what's coming is worth every single moment you waited.